Assalamu alaikum, dear students. In this short video, I'd like to share with you adverb, adverbial clauses and their three types. Let us first of all write down the types of adverbial clauses. There are of three types. Let me just draw it and then we will straighten them up. First category is adverbial clause of manner. Second one is adverbial clause of place. And last but not the least, adverbial clause of time. Let's begin with adverbial clause of manner. What exactly manner is? Manner is the way something is done. Manner is the way something is done. The way something is done is manner. Okay. What can we write as a sentence? Let us explore some of the options with adverbial clause of manner. Let us write the first example. She spoke as if she was annoyed. Now, here, this sentence on a large scale has two parts. First part is she spoke. Second part is she was annoyed. But the second part has another important subordinating conjunction which cannot be separated from it. So what I'll exactly do, I'll underline this whole subordinating clause here. And then there will be a question, what exactly as if is? Let me label these two parts now here, and it will become clear to you. This part, she spoke, this is main clause. Okay. And the other part, this part, this is, let me undo it. This is subordinate, subordinate, and then clause, subordinate clause. Okay, fine. And let's close this bracket. Now we have learned that this construction has two parts. She spoke is main clause, and then as if she was annoyed, that is subordinate clause. And since it shows the way she spoke as if she was annoyed, therefore we call it adverbial clause of manner. Then what is as if? Let me circle it. As if. Okay, as if. Now as if here is, it's important to note, as if here is, it is subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. Okay. So that's it. That's the first example we could write. And let's write one more example before we go ahead. Our second example of adverbial clause of manner. Example number two. Okay, something went wrong. They they treated her like she was a child. Okay. Now here they treated her in this example as main clause. That is main clause. Let me change the color. Yes. They treated her okay, they treated her. This is our main clause. Main clause. And like here, this one, this like is in fact, uh, what you call it, subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction. Conjunction. Okay. Conjunction. subordinating conjunction. Let me put a dot on J, subordinating conjunction. And then she was a child. That is part, that's not a separate thing, that is the part of subordinate clause. And therefore, in order to make a complete subordinate clause, I will like to draw a curly bracket as good as I can here. Okay. Not bad. Okay, fine. So this part, like she was a child, if just I let me, I'm not very good at drawing, like she was a child, that will be completely a subordinating clause. Subordinating and then clause. Subordinating clause. Okay. And this goes clause. That's it. Okay, not bad. So we are done with adverbial clause of manner. Adverbial clause of manner is a kind of subordinate clause which is used with main clause, and words like as if, like, as though, and others can be used to introduce a subordinate clause. And remember, these words as if, like, as though are subordinating conjunctions. Now, some students, when they are told to dissect the sentence, what exactly they do? They say she spoke, and then they say she spoke is main clause, and she was annoyed is another main clause, and as if is subordinating conjunction. My dear students, always remember as if, as though, like cannot be separated by law from the subordinating uh, clause. Well, because if you separate them, then the meanings will be lost. Okay, so you will have to uh, read them in conjunction with with the with the whole clause. Okay, with the next word, whatever the words are. Okay, so that was the first category. If we just slightly go down, we will have then adverbial clause of place, and that will be the second category. Adverbial clause of place. Okay, let us write it here. Clause place. Adverbial clause of place. It indicates where something is done. It indicates where something is done. That is, that's it. And where something is done. And let's write the example. Example 1. You can find universities wherever you go. And this is very common sentence, as there are now so many universities in different parts of the world, and they are increasing. You can find universities wherever you go. Now, here, this sentence has also two parts. Let's dissect it for our analysis and see which one is main clause and which one is subordinate clause. Okay. You can find universities. Look at this part. Okay. This is our main clause. This is our main clause. That is main clause. Okay. And then wherever you go, this part, wherever you go, okay, this part is your subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. Okay, that part is subordinate clause. Now, what is then wherever? Wherever, okay. Let me underline it again. Wherever is. Let's draw a line and write it. It is subordinating conjunction. Subordinating ordinating conjunction. Conjunction. Okay. I've written the spellings, in the beginning of my lecture. I'm sure it won't cause a lot of problem for you. But it's comparatively easy for me, though my handwriting, excuse me, is not that good. It's bad rather, but it gives me, it makes things handy for me just to go on with the lecture. Excuse me. So when we dissect this sentence, we understand you can find universities is main clause, and then wherever you go, that is subordinate clause, and wherever is subordinating conjunction. And the idea is that university, you can find universities, and then the question is where you can find universities, and subordinate clause of place helps you say it wherever you go. So it answers your question where I can find universities. The answer is wherever you go in the world. Okay. Now, now let me give you one example at least of adverbial clause of time. Okay. Adverbial clause of time. Okay, one or two examples quickly. Time. Okay. And it tells you exactly at what time something happens. Okay. For example, subordinating conjunctions, which you can subordinating conjunctions which you can use here are when, as, as, before, as soon as, and many others. Okay, let's write the example now that has an adverb clause of time. For instance, when Ali went to the supermarket, he was, excuse you, he was quite surprised. Okay. Now let's see this example. When Ali went to the supermarket, he was quite surprised. Well, let's see why Ali was surprised. In fact, uh, red color can be a better choice. Now in this example, when Ali went to the supermarket, When first of all, this part, this whole part here, till the supermarket, that part, that is your adverb clause of time. Okay, adverb clause 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 of time. Okay, of time. That's done almost. Adverb clause of time. And when, what is when then? When is adverbial and its conjunction, its subordinating conjunction of time. When. When is subordinating conjunction of time. This when here. This one is subordinating conjunction of time. Subordinating conjunction. Subordinating conjunction of time. Okay. Conjunction of time. And then he was quite surprised. This part, he was quite surprised. This is your main clause. Okay. This is your main clause. Now, from this short lecture, we have covered three things that are adverbial clauses of manner, place, and time. They serve three purposes. Adverbial clause of manner, for instance, tells you how something is done, and adverbial clause of place helps you understand where something is done. Whereas adverbial clause of time helps you at what time something happens, happened, or will happen. Okay, uh, I hope it makes sense. In case there are questions, you can post, and I'll of course like to answer it. Take care of yourself. Take care of yourself, and Allah Hafiz.